Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today is the 9th class of our course, and today we will be learning about the rule of Iqlab, which means to exchange the sound of Noon Sakin or Tanween into Mim Sakin. And we will also look into Miniature Mim. So just before I start teaching today's lesson, I will quickly go through this announcement. So I'm sure that you have heard this before as well. Inshallah, we will have a break in this course, Ramzan break, and the class will resume on Thursday the 28th of May, after Ramzan and after Eid as well. I would just like to request all Lajna to keep looking at your emails. If there are any changes or any new information, it will be provided to you through the emails. So please, during the break, keep looking at your emails as well. So now we will start our today's lesson. As I've said before, Iqlab is a rule concerning Noon Sakin and Noon Tanween. And there is only one letter of Iqlab for Noon Sakin or Tanween, which is the letter Ba. Previously, we learned about the rule of Izhar and the rule of Idgham. And unlike those two rules, this rule only has one letter. So the rule for Iqlab is simple, but some people can also find it hard. So let's see. Iqlab means to change or exchange. If a Noon Sakin or Noon Tanween is followed by the letter Ba, then it will change into Mim Sakin. So the sound will change into Mim Sakin. And the sound of Mim Sakin should be prolonged for 2 seconds, counts or beats, with a light nasal sound. Now, identification is very easy because in the Quranic text, a miniature meme is used to identify this rule to facilitate the readers so they can easily identify and apply the rule. Sometimes the meme is on top of the Noon Sakin or Tanween, and sometimes it is also written next to the word. So we will see some examples now. So here, these are some words from the Holy Quran, and as you can see, there is a miniature meme. So in both cases, you can see that Noon Sakin, and here we have Noon Tanween followed by the letter Ba. And yes, so that's all about Iqlab. Now we are going to practice. So I'm going to read these words, and I would like to request all Lajna to repeat after me. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ambi'uni. Hillum bihasa. All right, Jazakumullah. I hope that everyone was reciting at home. So now this is also from the book Talimul-Quran, 2nd edition. It is from the summary of rules concerning Noon Sakin and Noon Tanween. And as I've said before, iqlab is just exchanging the sound of noon sakin or tanween with the meme sound. And the meme sound should be held for 2 seconds, counts or beats, and also there should be a soft nasal sound. So now we are going to practice, and I would like to request the ST to pick a student.
L296. No. Can't. Okay. L302.
L302.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullah. So L302, I would like to request you to go through these words.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ينبغي.
Okay, L302, remember the rule which we have just covered,
ينبغي.
Iqlab, and although there is the miniature meme is not here because some Quranic texts they don't have the miniature meme, but still we should be able to identify because there will always be the letter ba followed by nun sakin or tanween. Okay, can you say that again?
ينبغي.
Okay. Yambaghi. Remember soft nasal sound as well.
ينبغي.
Okay. And so we have to hold the sound of meme for 2 seconds, and we also have to prolong the ya for 2 seconds. So can you tell me which rule you have applied here?
It's مد أصلي.
Yes. So it's ya madda. And can you tell us how you identified that?
It's and before the letter has kasra.
Yes, that's right. So the preceding letter, ghain, is carrying a kasra stroke. So that's how we identify ya madda, and we prolong it for 2 seconds, counts or beats as well. Okay, next word.
أنبئهم.
Okay, that's right.
ضلال بعيد.
Okay, so everything was fine, but this was a bit short. So on top of lam, we have vertical fatha, right? And can you tell me the rule for vertical fatha?
I should prolong the sound for 2 seconds.
Yes. So it should be just as long as the sound of meme. Okay? ضلال بعيد.
ضلال بعيد.
Okay. So everything again.
And there is qalqala at the end.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
I've made waqf.
Yeah, because we pause here. This is a qalqala letter, and when we pause, it will change into a sakin. Okay, I can't draw it here. A letter, right? So can you say it again because I couldn't hear the jerking sound properly?
ضلال بعيد.
Okay, that's right. And can you tell me? So this is the same, right?
Yes.
Ya. The only difference is it looks different because here the ya came in the middle of the word, but the rule is the same. Ya madda. Okay, next word.
من بعد.
Okay, again, the sound of qalqala. Please make it more prominent.
من بعد.
Okay. Last word.
سميع بصير.
Okay. So that's right. Can you tell me what is different? What is special about this letter, which I have highlighted?
Thick letter.
Yes, that's right. So it's one of the huruf at-tafkhim, and it has a thick sound, right? Different to the letter Sin. Okay. All right, that's it. Jazakillah, L302. Can I request the ST to pick the next student?
L273. L273.
L273.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So can you please go through these words and keep in mind the rule which we have just learned.
Yeah, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mustakhfim bil-layli.
Okay. So L273, can you tell me which rule we have to apply here on ya? I have highlighted the ya.
It's like they are the mud letters.
Okay. No. So the mad for ya madda, as I discussed with the previous student, the previous letter must carry a kasra stroke. Okay.
Yeah.
And however, this one, ya, the previous letter.
Ruful-Leen, I guess. Ruful-Leen.
Yes, that's right. Because the previous letter is carrying a fatha stroke. And do you know what you have to do for?
Yes, we have to prolong softly for 2 seconds.
Yes, that's right. So can you say this word again and make sure that you prolong?
Mustakhfim bil-layli.
Okay. Now this time the meme sakin sound was short. Okay. Mustakhfim bil-layli. Both of them should be equally prolonged.
Mustakhfim bil-layli.
Okay. So keep practicing and inshallah it will get better.
Yeah.
Next word.
Sumbulatin.
And if we were to pause here, if you were to stop.
Okay. Sumbulat.
Okay. Sumbulat. Remember nasal sound as well.
Yeah. Sumbulat.
Okay, much better.
Tambutu. Tambutu.
Okay. Tambutu.
Tambutu.
Okay.
Wallahu alimum bizzalimin.
Okay. So again, the meme was a bit short. And also in the very first word, Allah, the previous letter is carrying a fatha stroke, right?
Yeah.
So what would be the effect of the fatha stroke on the sound of lam? Okay, so I will just say this. In Bismillah, the word Allah, the preceding letter, meme, it's carrying a kasra stroke, right?
Yeah.
That's why the lam sound is soft. But if the preceding letter is carrying a fatha or a dhamma stroke, then the sound of lam will be thick. Wallahu. Can you try it?
Wallahu alimum bizzalimin.
Okay, so the vertical fatha and the yamata, they were nicely prolonged for 2 seconds. But again, in the second word, we have the letter ain, and it has a prominent sound, right?
Yeah.
It comes from the middle of the throat. Alimum.
Alimum.
Okay, so it if you can say the entire
Wallahu alimum bizzalimin.
okay, that was much better. And you can work on the sound of ayn. Okay, when you recite the Holy Quran, keep that in mind. All right, Jazakallah. L273. Can we have the next student?
Yes, L303.
L303.
I can't unmute her. Can you try?
Yes. L303.
Yes.
Yes, we can't unmute
Yeah.
her. So
Okay.
if we can pick another student.
296. L296.
Okay. L296.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So,
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. So if you just give me a moment. Okay. Okay, so it's on the screen.
Yes.
Can you please go through these words?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wasaribum bin nahari.
Okay. So everything was fine except this one, Noon Mushaddad. Do you know what you have to do on Noon Mushaddad?
It's a nasal sound. This one.
Yes. So we have to make nasal sound. And for how long do we have to hold it?
For 2 seconds.
Yes. So if you can say this word again.
Okay. Wasaribum bin nahari.
Okay. So again, it was a little short. Wasaribum bin nahar. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So,
can you do again?
yes.
Okay. Wasaribum bin nahar.
Okay, that was much better. Next.
Okay. Bim mim bujutikum.
Okay, you don't have to prolong at the end.
Okay.
But make sure the sound of soft nasal sound on Mim Sakin. Make sure to hold it for 2 seconds.
Okay. Mim bujutikum.
Okay. So here as well, this was a little short.
Okay.
Mim buyutikum. 2 seconds long.
Okay.
So can you tell me what rule we have to apply on this vowel?
Haruf mad.
Yes, that's right. And how do we identify that?
Because it has a dhamma before vowel.
Yes. So specifically for vowel, madda, the preceding letter should carry a dhamma stroke.
Yes.
Okay. And so for alif, madda, it's different.
Yes.
The preceding letter should carry a fatha stroke. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Last word.
Okay. Fattiba'um bil ma'ruf.
Okay. So can you say this word again and make sure to the sound of ayn. Make sure that it's very clear. Okay.
Okay. Fattiba'um bil ma'ruf.
Okay. So as I've mentioned to one of the previous students as well, the sound of ayn comes from the middle of the throat.
Yes.
Okay. فاتباع بالمعروف. Okay.
فاتباع بالمعروف.
Okay. Jazakallah. So if you keep practicing, inshallah it will get better. Okay. Jazakallah.
Sorry, I have one question.
Yes.
For the for thick letters, there is swad and dwad. So it's from, I can use the tongue for dwad, right?
Sorry, can you?
It's zwad, so it's dwad.
No. So the point of articulation is the side of the tongue should touch the molars, you know, teeth, the upper molars.
Yes.
So it can either touch from one side or both, and that's how the sound will be manifested. But
Okay.
it is a hard one. It's not zod and it's not dod either. Okay, it's somewhere in the middle, but it is very hard. So if it comes if you come across the letter in Quran, then what I just told you, you can try that and see what kind of sound comes. Okay.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Okay. Can we pick the next student?
Yes. L281.
L281.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. L281. Can you go through? Let me highlight. Okay. Can you do these words?
The last four.
Yes. Last
Okay.
5.
Oh, yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Min bayni.
Okay. First of all, L281.
Yes.
In Bismillah, the first ha, it was right, the sound, but Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, because we have the big ha, right?
Yeah.
And it comes from the middle of the throat, so we have to differentiate between the two.
Okay.
Okay. So, and can you say this word again?
Min bayni.
Okay, that was right. Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So in the second word, we have ya sakin, right? And you prolonged it for 2 seconds, right? So which rule do we have to apply here? Why are we prolonging it?
Was it harufulin?
Yes, that's right. And why is it harufeli in this scenario?
Because there's a fatha before it.
Yes, that's right. And if, for example, the previous letter had a kasra, then which rule would we apply?
Is it haruful mad?
Yes, that's right. Okay, next word.
Anbiya'i.
Okay, no. There is no ya. And because there is no ya, right? Because in Anbiya, there would be a ya after the letter ba. You can see in this, if that helps. Okay, can you say this word again?
Anbiya'i.
Okay. I'm not sure why you are saying like that. The ba, the letter ba, has a fatha stroke, right? So it's not bi, it's ba, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. So
Ambai.
okay. So do you know what this stroke is on alif?
Mad kabir.
Yes, that's right. The big mud. And do you know how long do we have to prolong that for?
For 4 to 3 seconds.
Okay, not 3, for 4
About
to
4 to
6
5.
seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can prolong it, because it was a little short. Ambai.
Ambai.
Okay. So now this time the meme was short. Okay. So if you keep practicing, inshallah, it will get better as well, even if you are short of breath or anything.
Okay.
So next word.
Mim ba'ati.
Okay. I mentioned this to one of the previous students as well. What do you have to do on ain?
The sound comes out the throat.
Yes, middle of the throat. It's different from alif, right?
Yeah.
It's a prominent sound. So
Yeah.
mim ba'di.
Mim ba'ati.
Okay, it's not ba. Okay. Mim ba'di.
Mim ba'di.
Okay, that's fine. So again, you will need to practice a lot. So if you can just make a note of the letter ain that you need to practice this later
Okay.
on. Okay, next word.
Ambatat.
Okay, the ba was too long. There's only a fatha stroke, right?
Yeah.
And fatha stroke is 1 second long, right? So batat.
Ambatat.
Okay, that was much better. Last one.
Wallahu ra'ufum bil ibad.
Okay. I mentioned this to one of the previous students as well. The lam. What do you have to do?
It has to be a thick lam because of there's a fatha before it.
Yes. So the previous letter, previous mutaharrik letter has a fatha stroke. So it will have a
Yeah.
thick sound. Wallahu. Can you try it?
Wallahu
Okay. So
ra.
again, you'll need to practice. Can you say the whole thing again?
Okay. Wallahu ra'ufum bil ibad.
Okay. So I think you struggle from the shortness of breath because of that you quickly go through the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So but inshallah, if you practice again and again, even in your daily life, if you practice with the correct pronunciation, it will get better. So first of all, the ra, it has a fatha stroke, right?
Yeah.
So it will have a thick sound. And then on hamza we have a dhamma followed by waw. So which rule do we apply here?
It's a huruf al-mad.
Yes, that's right. So that's 2 seconds long. And then as I've mentioned, I have said this before, on meme we will do soft nasal sound for 2 seconds. And then lastly, be mindful of the sound of ain. Okay? So can you say the whole thing again?
Wallahu ra'ufum bil ibad.
Okay. And then lastly, on dal, because we are pausing there, which rule do we have to apply?
Is it iqdaham?
No. So dal, it is one of huruful.
Qalqala.
Yes, that's right. And what do we have to do on a qalqala
A
letter?
jerking sound.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So it will be bil-ibad. Okay. Jazakillah L281.
Jazakallah.
So now I will hand over to the TA, and she will take it from here.
I'll just share my screen quickly.
Yes.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Can I please request ST to choose a student for me, please?
L307.
Okay. L307, Assalamu alaikum.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Okay, so we learned about the rule of Iqlab. Which letter is Iqlab? Harful Iqlab, which letter is that? Iqlab, Harful Iqlab is, there's only one letter, Ba. Okay? Okay, so for example, so what's the rule of Iqlab? So what it is basically, whenever you have Ba, for example, here we have Ba, and it comes so before the letter before is if it's either Noon Sakin, as we can see here, or if there's Tanween on top of any letter. Okay, so if there's Tanween or if there's Noon Sakin,
Okay.
and the next letter is Ba. So the rule would be of Iqlab, which means exchanging the sound of Noon Sakin or Tanween with a Mim sound. Okay? In this case, in the Holy Quran, we do have the small Mim you can see here on top, but sometimes in other texts of the Holy Quran, they have not given the Mim. Okay? So what you should be able to do is to recognize this rule without even the small Mim being here. Okay? But in this case, we do have it here. So what do you think? How would you pronounce this? Okay. So just looking at the Iqlab rule. So whenever we have Mim on top of the Noon Sakin, and if the next letter is Ba, we know that the rule is Iqlab. So the Mim, the Noon Sakin sound will be replaced by the Mim sound. Sorry, the Mim will replace the Noon sound. So we have to do a light nasal sound for at least 2 seconds, okay? So idhim ba'atha.
Izim ba'asa ashqaha.
Keep the Mim sound in for 2 seconds and do a bit light nasal sound. Idhim ba'atha.
Izim ashqaha.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Just this, that at the end we have alif, right? So even when we are doing a waqf, we have to prolong it.
Okay.
Okay, just that. Okay, so I would now like you to please recite the first. So how many do we have? We have in total. Okay. May I please request you to recite the first 4 verses, please?
Okay.
Of Surah
What?
Shams.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wash-shamsi waz-zuhaha wal-qamari iza talaha wan-nahari iza jallaha.
Okay, Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah. So with Bismillah, well done, it was correct. Well done for not doing a thick sound. We're not doing a thick sound here because the letter before the lam in Allah has kasra, right? So this lam is not lam jalali. So we're not going to thicken it. So well done for not doing that. Again, ha is haruf al-tafkhim. So is this one. So for this one, we have to thicken this However, for ha here, we have kasra under it. So even though it's haruf tafkhim, we're not going to thicken it in this case. Whenever we have kasra, we don't thicken it, okay? And ya, sakin, so it's harful mad. So ya is harful mad, okay?
Okay.
So well done for prolonging it for 2 seconds. Excellent. Again, common problem was at the end when you were doing the waqf. Again, we have this ending with alif, with every single one, alif and alif, right? So we have to prolong it for 2 seconds, even though we're doing a waqf. Okay, this one is haruful mad as well. So we have alif, wa, and ya, right? So whenever you have haruful mad, you have to prolong it for 2 seconds. So just try again, please.
Washamsi wazzuhaha wazzuhaha wal kamari
Sorry, stop. Sorry. So
talaha
okay, sorry.
nahari iza jallaha.
Okay, well done. So if you look at this ha here, it has vertical fatha, right? And the rule for vertical fatha is to prolong it for how many seconds?
2 seconds.
Sorry?
2 seconds.
Yes, excellent. And the same prolongation time goes for haruful mad as well, right? So if you prolong this for 2 seconds, you have to give the equal amount of equal time to this one as well, right? So just read this verse again.
Washamsi wazzuhaha.
Okay, and then here ha is haruf tafkhim, so thick letter, and this other ha is a normal ha. You don't pronounce this from your throat, okay? So I should be able to hear the difference between these two has, okay? This ha is from the middle of your throat, and this one is just a simple ha sound, okay? So start from wa and make sure you do the difference between these two.
Wazzuhaha.
Okay, just need to practice this, okay? Otherwise, jazakumullah. Qaf here is also harf tafkhim, so a thick letter. So wal qamari.
Wal kamari
Oh,
iza
sorry.
talaha.
Okay. And here we have known with shadda. So what rule applies here? So whenever we have known with shadda or mim with shadda, okay, we have to do a nasal sound. So one nahari, not one nahari. You have to keep the noon sound in for a bit longer, okay? For 2 seconds at least. So try again.
Wan nahari iza jallaha.
Okay. Okay. Another thing you did wrong here was in previously. You said talaha. So lam does not have tashdid, okay? I forgot to mention this. So don't emphasize the lam. It's talaha.
Iza talaha.
So done. Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah L307. Jazakumullah. Can we have another student now, please?
Yes, sure. L295.
L295.
Yes.
L295. Can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Okay. Would you like to start from verse number 5 and read up to verse number 7, please? No. Please recite the Bismillah with like correct pronunciation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Jazakumullah.
وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا taha.
Okay. Jazakumullah L3 L295, sorry. Okay. So in verse number 5, we have haruful mad. Can you please point that out to me? This is verse number 5. Which letter is haruful mad in this case, in this verse?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. So we have, sorry, not haruful mad, sorry, haruful leen. Which one is haruful leen?
Is it walay?
Excellent, well done. So we have two haruful leen. So one is ja and the other one is wa. Okay. And whenever there is, so in this case, this is haruful leen, ja leen. Why? Because the letter before that carries fatha on top, right? So what's the difference between haruful leen and haruful mad? Because ja is also haruful mad. So, but in what cases do we know that this is haruful mad or haruful leen?
Does not have the not the fatha, the other one, dama before it?
And dama is this one. Are you saying this?
Yeah, like before the word.
That's not correct. So ja, whenever if it's haruful mad, the letter before that would carry a kasra. Okay. But in this case, we have fatha. So this is haruful leen. So jazakumullah. And what stroke is this? What do we call this?
I know you have to do it for 4 seconds.
Okay, yeah, that's the rule. Well done. 4 seconds. So the name of it is madde kabir.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a thick one, this would be madde kabir, and the thin one would be madde saghir. Okay. And but how many seconds do you think overall we have to prolong this word at the end?
Sorry?
How long do you think we have to prolong this?
2 seconds? Oh,
Sorry?
4.
4. 4 for the madde kabir, but because we have alif as well, okay, and it is haruful mad, so we have to prolong it for 4 plus 2 is what? 6. So we have to prolong it for 6 seconds. Okay, so try again. Try again. Okay. This thing was incorrect. We have to join wa with seen. Okay. We're not going to prolong it. It's wassama. Okay. Good. Well done. You read up to verse number 7. Okay. Yeah. To and ha. What type of letters are they? Do you know?
No.
No? Okay, so they're called haruful tafkhim. Why? Because they're thick letters. Okay? So haruful tafkhim are those letters that are thick. So we have to pronounce them thickly. So try again. Start from wal ardi.
Wal ardi wama taha.
So to, not ta. Ta would be yes, here we have ta. So it's when we're pronouncing ta, it's like when we're smiling. So ta, okay. But to is when we round our mouth. So try again.
Wal ardi wama taha.
Good. But don't prolong the thought because it only has fatha. But otherwise, well done. Yeah, good sound. Zakmila L295. Can we have another student now, please?
L285.
Okay, give me a second. Give me. Sorry, what was ID?
L285.
L285. Assalamu alaikum. L285, can you hear me?
She is unmuted.
L285, can you hear me?
Okay, can,
Oh, yes, she's saying it also.
yeah. L306.
L306. Assalamu alaikum, L306.
Walaikum salam.
Okay. Would you please like to start from verse number 8 and recite until verse number 10, please?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والنفس وما سواها فألهمها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها.
It was correct the first time. Continue, it's okay.
قد أفلح من زكاها.
Okay. Jazakumullah L306. Just few mistakes. Again, at the end, we have alif, right? So this is harful mad. Okay, alif. So we have to prolong it for 2 seconds. Same goes for this one as well. You didn't prolong it for 2 seconds. At first, you did pronounce it correctly, but then when you pronounced it the second time, it was not correct, okay? So how would you pronounce this again? Start from wanafsim wa.
ونفس وما سواها. Sorry. Can I recite it again?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
ونفس وما سواها.
Yeah. So give the same amount of time to the ha as you give to the wa, because we have wa has vertical up, and we have to prolong it for 2 seconds, and same goes for alif. We have to prolong it for 2 seconds. And make sure you also give emphasis to the wa, because wa has shad on top. So, so like this. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا. So give equal amount of time to both of them.
Okay. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا.
Okay, good. Tell me one rule here. For example, why did you say وَنَفْسٍ وَ? Why? What rule do you think applies here that we have learned previously as well?
Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, no problem. But it's important that we learn the actual terminology of the name of the rule as well, so that when we explain it to someone else, we can actually tell them that this rule applies here. Although you did do it correctly, so this is called idgham-e-naqis, which means that we have to do a nasal sound here. So wanafsim, like that. And why is that? Because if we have wa, or if we have ya, do you remember the rule that of idgham-e-naqis? And if the letter before that is either nun sakin or it carries tanween. In this case, we have tanween, right? And the next letter is wa, with shad down top. So we have to give a nasal sound. We have to, it's idgham-e-naqis. So idgham ma'al gunna, which means idgham with gunna sound. So try again.
Okay.
Try to read this whole verse correctly.
وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا.
Good, excellent. And I would like you to explain this to me. So you explain this to me now. So think of me as a student, and you're the teacher. Please explain this rule to me.
إدغام ناقص.
Okay, and why do you think it's a Naqis?
We pronounce Gunna sound.
Well done. And how do you know it's Idgham Naqis or Idgham Kamil? Because if you remember, we learned Idgham Naqis and Idgham Kamil. Idgham Kamil is the one is without Gunna, right? So why do you think this is Idgham Naqis?
إدغام ناقص. Because Wow have shut down it. And the preceding letter have kasra.
That's Tanween. So two kasra.
Oh, sorry, Tanween.
Yeah, the general name is Tanween, but if you're going specifically for this is kasra tain. So if something is under, it's called kasra, and because it's Tanween, we will say kasra tain. Okay? If this goes to be on top, we would say fatha tain. Okay?
Okay.
Well done for trying. So whenever we have wa or ya, okay?
Okay.
And the letter before that either is nun sakin or a letter carrying a tanween. We would do a gunna sound. So it would be idgham naqis, idgham mal gunna. Okay.
Okay.
And ra. So this is a thick letter. So you meant to pronounce this thickly, and you but you didn't do that. Okay. So try.
Okay. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا.
Okay. Well done for them doing the raw as thickly. However, you prolonged it. Okay. Don't prolong it. So فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا. But don't prolong it. Raw is just for 1 second. And so if you the reason the way you can find out whether you pronounce the raw correctly or not is whenever you're doing it incorrectly, what you would do is you would open your mouth more, so your mouth would be widened. So ra, so you'd open your mouth. However, when you're pronouncing it correctly, your mouth you would round your mouth. Okay, raw.
Okay.
Okay, and so what rule applies to qaf here?
Qaf is haruf qalqala.
Well done, excellent. But now we have 3 types of qalqala. So qalqala is just obviously letters are the same, obviously, but the 3 different ways we do this. So one is soft qalqala. The other one is moderate qalqala, and the last one is hard qalqala. So do you think this is soft qalqala, moderate, or hard? And why do you think that? Whatever you answer.
I think it's soft qalqala.
Well done, excellent. Soft qalqala. Why do you think that?
Because qaf have I
you don't know. Okay.
Jazm. Jazm on it.
This is called sukoon. Okay.
Oh, sorry, sukoon.
No problem. No, the reason why this is soft is because it comes in the middle of the word. So wataqwaha. So the word it's in the middle of the word. Okay, that's why it's soft. So when it's moderate when we have kasra at the end, with at the end of the word without gunna. So if there's no gunna, so if the last letter was to be qaf without tashdid, then it would be moderate gunna, moderate kalkala. And when do you think it would be hard kalkala?
When it is on the last, it is the last letter, and it contain the top of it is tashdid.
Excellent, very well done, well done. Yep. So L306, well done. That was very impressive. So for everybody else as well, so this is one thing that we should always keep in mind. So there are 3 different types of kalkalas. If we have soft kalkala, it will be in the middle of like this one. Okay. Moderate, it would be at the end. And if it would be hard, it would be at the end. However, it would have the tashdid on top. Okay. So Jazakumullah, that was L306. Now I'll just hand it back over to our day teacher. Jazakumullah.
Thank you.
Jazakillah.
Jazakallah. सांस डूब जाता है मेरा.
Okay, so for those of you who might have joined today's class a bit late, at the start of the class, I made this announcement that inshallah, next week on Thursday, we will have our last class before the break. And inshallah, the course will continue after the Ramzan break and after Eid. And the first class would be on Thursday, the 28th of May. However, if there are any changes or any information, we will provide it to you through your emails. So please, during the break, keep an eye on your email as well. So with this, before I end the class, I will quickly do a recap.
Sorry, can I, this is TA.
Yes.
I just wanted to correct myself for one thing. Is when we had ha, I said it's harufu tafkhim. That was incorrect, okay? So just, for example, where do we have ha here? If you go down.
Yes, it's...
yeah, for example, on the 6th, okay, yeah, on the 2nd. So it's not harufu tafkhim, not thick letter, but it's harufu halki, okay? So, but it would still be pronounced from your middle of the throat, okay?
Yes.
So just to correct myself there, sorry.
That's right, Jazakillah. So before... I'm quickly going to recap all of the rules which we have covered so far. So we did short vowels. They are supposed to be prolonged for 1 second. Long vowels, they are prolonged for 2 seconds. Then equivalent of long vowels, we did letters of elongation, huruf al-madda, which is waw, ya, and alif. And we also did letters of soft elongation, which is waw and ya. And the difference between these two, huruf al-mad and huruf al-lin, is that in huruf al-mad, the ya is preceded by a letter carrying a kasra stroke, whereas in huruf al-lin, it's preceded by a letter carrying a fatha stroke. Similarly, in huruf al-mad, waw is preceded by a letter carrying a madda stroke, dhamma stroke, whereas in huruf al-lin, it's preceded by a letter carrying a fatha stroke. And we also did noon gunna and mim gunna. So we have to do 2 second nasal sound if they appear. And then we did huruf al-tafkhim. There are 7 huruf al-tafkhim, thick letters. Yeah, and here they are. You can remember them easily through these 3 words. Khussa, Doqten, Qiz. And we also did huruf al-qalqala, where we are supposed to perform jerking sound on the letters. So yeah, this is mim gunna and nun gunna. I covered this. So on qalqala, there are 5 letters of qalqala: qaf, ta, ba, jim, and dal. And again, we can easily remember these 5 letters through these 2 words, qutbu jaddin. So yes, I would request all the students to please try to remember these letters. And as the TA already covered, there are different types of qalqala. So first of all, if the qalqala letter appears in the middle of a word with a sukoon, it will be a soft qalqala. Then if it appears at the end of a letter with sukoon, and then lastly, if we pause on a qalqala letter, however, it is voweled. So the qalqala letter, it is voweled, but when we pause on it, it will become tab. Okay, so jerking sound, tab. And if it's carrying tashdid, then obviously it will be, it won't be a soft sound. It will be thick. And it is also, it should also be remembered that qaf and ta, they are from huruf al-tafqim as well. So while we are performing qalqala, we should also be mindful of the thick sound of these huruf al-tafqim. Okay. I think. Yes, and then last week we also did idgham of lam sakin, and there are 2 rules for that. So first of all, lam, when it doesn't carries, it's not carrying the sukoon sign, and then lam when it is carrying the sukoon sign. So it's very simple. If it's not carrying the sukoon sign, then the sound will be completely merged. So ash-shamsu, the sound of lam is completely merged and concealed. You can't hear it. If it is carrying the sukoon sign, then it is manifested. The sound of lam is manifested. So al-qamaru. Okay. And then we also mentioned the sun and moon letters. There are 14 of each, 14 sun letters and 14 moon letters. The moon letters can be easily memorized through these 4 words: ibghi, hajjaka, waqaf, aqimah. So again, I would like to request all the students to please try to remember these as well. So once you have memorized the moon letters, then it is easy to differentiate from the sun letters. And lastly, we have covered rules of Nun Sakin and Nun Tanween. And the rules are Izhar, which is performed on the following 7 letters: Alif, Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, Ain, and Kha. Then we did Idgham. There are 6 letters of Idgham, which can be easily remembered through this word, Yarmulun. However, there are 2 types of idgham, which is already mentioned by the T as well: idgham kamil and naqis. So kamil is performed on ra and lam with no nasal sound, and then naqis is performed on ya, noon, mim, and waw, and there is nasal sound. And we just did the rule of iqlab today, where we have to exchange the sound of noon sakin into mim sakin if noon sakin or tanween is followed by the letter ba. So that's all. With this, we are going to end today's lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.